Welcome back to Lighting the Way. I'm your host, Justin Burd. Today we've got a great show for you. With me today are two of our teen ambassadors, Julia and Sean. Welcome to the show. How y'all doing today?
We're doing good. Thank you for having us.
Of course. Sean, how about yourself? How you feeling?
A little early, but early we're
excited.
Warm. Yeah.
Awesome. Well, again, thanks for joining us today. So let's just dive right into it. So, Julia, what got you involved in the SafeLIGHT Foundation? How did you find out about it? How did you hear about the Teen Ambassador program?
So obviously my school, they gave me the information for SafeLIGHT, but actually Sean kept on reaching out to me and telling me, oh, you should really apply for this program.
Okay, cool.
It's about safe driving and about helping teens get to that point where they know driving has a huge impact on our lives.
Nice. And you said your school also was promoting the program?
Yeah.
So what school are you at?
Southland College Prep.
Okay. And how about yourself, Sean? How did you find out about SafeLIGHT?
Same as Julia. They came to the school, presented. It was a really good presentation. At first, I joined as like a little joke, but then once I started researching it, it seemed like a good organization to join, especially since I have a little brother. So I would want to teach him that.
And are you the oldest of your family?
No. I'm the middle child.
Middle? So you're just kind of showing the young brother, some ropes on,
exactly.
safe driving and getting him started?
Because my brother doesn't drive, so I'm the only driver.
Okay.
Or, driver in the family.
Nice.
Between us three, I would say.
All right, and so now we're a couple months into the program?
Yeah.
Yeah? So, Sean, how's the program going so far for the Teen Ambassador?
I would say it's going pretty well.
Yeah?
Sometimes I forget I have a meeting, and then, last minute, it's just I gotta go.
We don't want to see Von Davila getting upset.
Yeah, exactly. And I somebody texted me, do we have a meeting? And it's like, do we?
Do you guys have, a group chat amongst the Teen Ambassadors? So that way you guys can check in or, hey, 5-minute heads up. We're about to have a
Mr. Vaughn does that a lot.
Oh, that's nice.
And then she'll do it, when we're actually on, or when we're late.
Or hey, we just started the meeting, where are you at?
Yeah.
And then, so let's kind of dive into that. So you have meetings how often?
Every Sunday or Monday.
Monday, yeah.
Okay.
So I think it's the
Feels
first
almost weekly.
I think it's the first Sunday of every month, and then every Monday.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
That sounds right.
And then, so since we're a couple months in, what have we learned so far?
All right.
Julia, I'll let you answer that one first.
Right now, we're just in the process of trying to figure out how to get teens more engaged of safe driving and try to incorporate that message in any engaging way possible that we can. Because, when teens hear safe driving, they feel like it's just like a snooze fest, but really it has a major impact on our lives. Yeah.
Absolutely. How about yourself? What do you think, Sean?
Same as what Julia's saying. We're learning how to promote safe driving within teens. We're trying to get that engaging factor. Like Julia says, if we're looking at a TikTok, Instagram, YouTube, first 5 minutes is when you really catch them, or maybe first 10 seconds, I would say.
Sure. Because if not, you're going to swipe.
Yeah, you're going to
move on to the next thing, right?
one. Yeah. So we want to capture that their attention really quick. So I think that's what we're mainly doing.
So have you guys started working on that attention grabber, or are you still in the process of trying to figure out what's the best way to grab that attention of your peers?
We have. We're practicing slogans right now. I'm pretty sure we decided on one.
Any slogans you want to share with the audience?
Do we want to, or do we just...
this would be a great platform to do it if you'd like. I don't want to put you guys on the spot, though, so, it's up to you.
It's alert. One of our slogans is Alert Today, Alive Tomorrow.
Alert today, alive tomorrow.
So it's just an example of, if you're alert today, you'll be alive tomorrow. If you're not alert, then you're going to die. So
Awesome. Okay.
And I know another one is speed thrills but kills.
So speed thrills but kills. So you get excited when you're going fast, but chances are...
Yeah, but it can't kill.
It can kill. And we don't want that for anyone. And I feel like when you're driving, it's up to the driver. You're pretty much in control of that car, right? So we all have to take responsibility of making that smart choice, not to drive fast, right? Or not to, get excited, be distracted. So it sounds like we're working on, how we can get our peers involved to kind of not have it be a snooze fest, as you said, Julia, right? And really, be serious about it, but in a fun way, right? Because teens want to have fun, right?
Yeah.
I think you guys, it's fun to have fun with your teens. Life goes by really quick. Soon you'll be 35 like myself, and you'll be like, man, I wish I was, hanging out with my teens in high school. So So as you're hanging out with your friends, do you feel it's easier to talk to your core group of friends over, just other classmates in school? Like how are the conversations going right now when you are, telling your friends, hey, I'm in this really cool teen ambassador program. I'm working on, I've learned that, speed kills. It's thrilling, but it kills. What are the conversations like amongst your friends? Sean, I'll let you answer this one first.
I don't really pressure it onto them, but like every now and then.
You don't want to be like a parent to your friends,
exactly.
right? I totally
every now and then they talk about driving. I just say #SafeLIGHT.
#SafeLIGHT. Okay. I mean, maybe it sounds like a joke at first, but then it's kind of like I'm actually being serious.
Yeah. And then over time they start saying it. So yeah, I think that's how I drop it in there.
Okay. One of the slogans I say here is kind of drive safe and drive right with SafeLIGHT. So you want to work that in, to your friends.
It's a little too long. But
come on now. I thought that's kind of cool.
I might throw it in the morning announcements one day.
Please do.
Yeah, I got you.
And then how about yourself? How are your conversations going?
Anytime I talk about SafeLIGHT, I feel like I'm actively in the car with one of my friends or something.
Okay, so like in the moment?
Yeah, like I reiterate to them, get off your phone, like SafeLIGHT, and I'll start going on to the tangent, my friends don't usually like, but just in general, like when I'm in that situation, I try to like incorporate that.
Okay, cool. So are you both driving right now? So you both have your license. So how was the experience of getting the license and now with being a part of the Teen Ambassador program? What are some things that you're seeing? What are some, tips that you'd like to share with the audience and with the fellow teens? Julia, you answer this one first.
Okay. So some tips I would say would just to be stay calm, because I know me at first.
Like when you're the driver, kind of staying calm. Got it.
Yeah, staying calm. But because I know when I first started driving, I always drove with my mom, and I know like when somebody gets a little too jumpy or like they start saying stop or they start yelling, it could really affect the driver's like response to how they're driving. So always know to stay calm, because that could be the difference of you causing an accident or you just staying safe.
Or like if you do see like maybe someone starts to merge over in front of you, just like taking a deep breath in the moment.
Yeah.
Worst case scenario, maybe like pull over or pull off to the side and just kind of regather yourself. Hey, have you experienced that since you've been driving, or what was an experience that like you'd like to share where you got a little nervous while driving?
So
what happened?
I kind of get like road rage. Like I obviously road rage is bad. Nobody should do it. Everybody needs to learn how to calm down. Yeah. But when a car like specifically, it feels like they're doing it on purpose because when you first start driving, I feel like most people drive slow because they're trying to be cautious. Sure. But some people could be really rude from that aspect and just try to speed in front of you. So, and I remember driving on the road with my mom, some car just cut right in front of me, almost scraped the car, and as I was trying to turn, and I literally almost got into an accident, and I just I needed to pull over for a second because I was like hyperventilating. I was like, oh my gosh,
heart's beating fast.
Yeah, so I pulled aside on the car and I just sat there for a second, like probably 5 minutes, and got back on the road. And I feel like doing that, it really spots a difference to getting in an accident and just being able to drive home safely. Yeah.
Right, because at the end of the day, you just want to get from point A to point B safely and securely, right? Yeah. And Sean, how about yourself? Any experiences with some tips and tricks you want to share with your fellow teens since you started driving?
I would say when I first started driving with my mom, I got all 50 hours, so that was a long time with the night driving and then daytime driving. Okay. There's such a huge difference. I thought it wasn't gonna be a difference
compared to nighttime.
I thought it wasn't gonna be a huge difference, but it's a difference between daytime driving or in nighttime. It's even within any weather. It's it rains, sleet, slow.
So let's break that down. So how do you feel it's different daytime versus nighttime? What were some things that you're seeing?
At night, okay, I'll start with nighttime. But at nighttime, when it's nighttime, I would say it's really easy to see when some people are braking because you just see 5,000 red lights going up back to the
rear lights.
Yeah, start going crazy. And then for daytime, it's easier to see. The vision aspect is very good because then you'll just see everything. You'll see if somebody's trying to cross you over or cut in front of you or something like that.
Okay.
So.
How about the traffic signals? Is it a little bit easier to see the traffic signals at nighttime because of how dark it is in the surrounding area?
To be honest,
yeah,
no, because nobody really uses a signal.
No, I'm sorry, the traffic signals. So when
okay.
you're coming up to an intersection, like is it easy to see like the red, the yellow, and the green lights?
Yeah, especially, yeah.
So it's a little bit easier at nighttime for that. Okay. Do you see like a different pattern in driving styles, or do you feel that drivers are pretty much driving the same way, like speed, maybe are they being distracted?
I say in the morning time is when like a lot of people speed, and at
maybe
night is kind of
rushed to school or like rushed to
work. Yeah, like at nighttime is kind of chill, but you still have to like really pay attention. That's what I'm saying.
Okay. So in addition to having some tips and tricks for your friends and peers, have unfortunately anyone been in an accident, and if so, how did that make you feel? And anyone recently was in an accident?
Not recently, but my brother actually got into an accident. And, just like that in general, like hearing, getting that call, oh my gosh, your brother's been into an accident. It's just like, oh
was
my
he
God.
okay?
Yeah, he's okay.
All right, good.
But it was just like seeing the damage of the car and looking at the damage of the other person's car, you just never realize when you get into an accident, it's not just affecting you, but it's also affecting another person. Like
100%.
that other person was trying to drive to work, get to home wherever they were supposed to be,
but
then they got inconvenienced by somebody else, by just an easy text you were trying to send.
What happened?
So my brother, he was on his way home from high school, right?
Okay.
And he was like trying to change a song on his phone, or like trying to text something.
Oh, so
he
distracted.
was distracted.
He wasn't looking at the road.
He wasn't looking at in front of him. So he was thinking the light probably turned red and he wasn't paying attention. So he continues to go like slowly, but then he looks up and he hits somebody. And it was just a whole fiasco with my parents, and even with car insurance. People don't realize crashes equals to money. Like your insurance could drop you. It most definitely it affects not only you, but it affects your parents as well.
Right.
In a financial aspect, like in a huge impact.
Yeah, because the insurance rate will go up, right? And then depending on the damage of your car, the person that you hit, they might have health issues, right?
Yeah.
The vehicle itself will need to be repaired, so it can be costly, right? And it's all, sometimes based off of just a quick split second, right?
Yeah, and some people don't know, like, you can get dropped. Your insurance company can drop you, and it's illegal to drive without any insurance. So if, let's say, it's not even your car, your parents get dropped from their insurance, you're inconveniencing them from even getting to work now because the car doesn't have insurance anymore. So, yeah.
Sean, how about yourself? You know anyone that was unfortunately in an accident recently? And if so, how did that affect you?
Not personally, but I think it was like maybe 2-3 years ago where I saw like an accident happen. I was with my dad eating breakfast, and we were walking out. So then
walking outside. And
we were just walking, and then we just hear a crash.
Thank goodness the car didn't go off to the side.
But we were just sitting there, and then my dad like went to panic mode, and I saw his panic. I was like,
probably protective of you, right? Yeah.
Because he tried to grab me.
Yeah, protective mode.
And then he went to the cars, and then he was like, turn the cars off, and then he told me like, I think it was like a 5-minute lesson on the way home about that driving, because like that can just happen at any time. And he
split second.
Yeah, he literally told me that.
Yeah, so hopefully everyone was okay.
Yeah, they were.
Yeah, they were? Okay, good. Because you just never know sometimes. Yeah. So let's kind of get back and talk a little bit about the Teen Ambassador program. So you guys said you're a couple months in right now. You've had some fun learning exercises, and you're still trying to promote safe driving to teens. What are some of your goals long term that you want to get out of the program? Julia, I'll let you take this one first.
One of my goals.
What are you looking to get out of it, I guess?
One of my goals to get out of the SafeLIGHT program is honestly becoming being better to engage my audience in important information. Cause what's it called? Speech. Oh, I'm just say speech.
It's okay.
Speech, or just like being in public.
Like public speaking?
Public speaking.
I got you.
Public speaking. Yeah, public speaking.
We're working on it now, right?
Public speaking is a very hard task, obviously, for anybody.
Yeah.
You can honestly be a natural, but it can honestly still be a challenge.
Sure.
So I'm really looking to get a better view or even get better in general of public speaking while also still engaging my audience at the same time, because doing those two things at once is a very challenging thing, honestly.
Sure.
Yeah.
So are you maybe looking forward to, partaking in some, village meetings in Village of Madison?
Yeah.
And maybe talking and promoting safe driving?
Yeah.
Like, I've got a couple of contacts in Madison. Happy to connect you with maybe the chief of police or the police department. So if you need me to make a call, happy to do so.
I love that.
Yeah? And Sean, how about yourself? What are you looking to get out of SafeLIGHT Foundation?
I'm looking to get out just the experience overall. Like,
Yeah?
I'm trying to learn how to, like Julia said, promote things better, like articulate my words better, and I think I want to like really focus on like the actual safe driving part of it, like
Sure.
promoting it and like making sure that everybody understands how it can affect you, and like just like maybe even like a small crash, it can like affect you long term. Like what Julia said earlier with the insurance thing, they can drop you really quick, but.
And it's needed for all of us, right?
Yeah.
You have to have insurance to drive. If not, then you can get a ticket. Your license can get suspended. I mean, the list goes on and on. So, so what else are you thinking?
Honestly, I think I want to just get some more driving tips as well.
Yeah.
Because Mr. Vaughn has said some good things. Miss Gina.
What are some of the good things that kind of stick with you right now that you think, I want to kind of keep this in my back pocket so I can share with friends?
I think it was statistics about teen males get into accidents, or like it's a higher chance of getting into an accident than women.
Yeah.
So I think as a male, black male, I think I just have to really focus more on the road and make sure I'm not like being influenced by family members, friends, or anything like that.
Yeah, and kind of like when you're behind the wheel, it's like, all right, guys, I'm practicing safe driving. Your lives are very important to me. I care about you, and I don't want anything happening while we're driving, right?
Yeah.
And it sounds like you don't want to be the statistic, right? You don't want to be, the number that, hey, I fell into an accident, right? Like, we all are human. We all make mistakes, right? But I think you're on a great path, right? You want, that's your goal. Like, you want to promote safe driving. You want to be safe behind the wheel. I think best advice I can give you all is just take your time with it, right?
Yeah.
We're human. Sometimes the best way to learn is through mistakes, whether it's on your own or through a friend. So, just take this opportunity as you're getting more comfortable behind the wheel just to continue to learn and, continue to have that conversation. I feel like when I was a teen, talking about safe driving, it's not the cool thing, right? But when someone gets into an accident or something happens behind the wheel, that's when that conversation sparks, right? So I feel like maybe there's a way that we could find a way to have that conversation, kind of like what you guys are doing right now with like the hashtag SafeLIGHT, right? Like, put your phone down, hashtag SafeLIGHT, right? And at first it is a joke, right? But also you want to be proactive with your friends, right? Rather than reactive.
Yeah.
So do you think that, besides, promoting safe driving through, like the TikToks, when you're talking with your friends, does it ever come up in casual conversation, or is it mostly like when you're behind the wheel? Because I'm sure safe driving isn't like a, hey, how's your week going? Like, is driving cool? Like, or like, how is the driving experience going? I feel like when people start turning 16, you have that license, right?
Yeah.
So are you maybe like when someone has that 16th birthday and they start driving, are y'all sharing some tips with that? Or are you kind of just still just having a conversation mostly when you're driving?
I feel like some of us, like some people at our school, they're like late starters, or like it really ranges. So when I hear, "Ooh, I just got my permit," or I hear, "Oh, I just got my license," people post about it. They'll post their license, on my post them
on Instagram, or
they'll
their
post
whole license.
Not their whole license.
Oh, okay. I'm like, this is personal information.
They'll post their picture.
Got it.
I got
Because
my
they're excited.
license.
They're
excited. They're happy. They want to share to everybody. I just stepped through a new chapter of my life, so I want everybody else to know.
Of course.
So
it's a milestone.
Yeah.
It's freedom. Like, it's like, hey, next part of life. Right?
Yeah. For sure, but when I see that, I immediately swipe up. Yeah, you better do this.
Right.
You better do that, cause I
throwing the hammer down. Safe. Be safe. Right.
Yeah, cause I was sure I'm not getting in that car with you if you're doing all this, that, and the third. Cause I care about my life for sure. I love my life.
You got a long life ahead of you.
Yes.
Almost, right. Like so that's important.
Yeah, and just. In general, just like speaking for other people and generations, like SafeLIGHT, we really want to speaking for me and Sean, we really want other generations and years to come to understand like the real impact of what SafeLIGHT is and how it's such a positive impact on the future.
Yeah, and like you said, be a good role model for your little brother,
Yeah,
right?
exactly.
Like build that foundation and then maybe expand it to your brother, right?
Yeah.
So how about yourself? What do you think? What are your thoughts on this?
It normally comes up in casual conversation because people love to say like, oh yeah, I drove to school today, or like, oh my god, I drove to the store, or I'm going to the store, and I just like normally I'll say hashtag SafeLIGHT like I already do, but I think it's like with saying that as like that joke, it's like it just stays in the back of their mind. So if they are driving, then they'll like think about it, and then also I believe that like telling them like just to drive safely on like a daily basis, then they'll just continue to remember that.
So you mentioned that you do like announcements at school, right?
Yeah.
Is that something you all both do, or is it mostly what you do, Sean? Like for the morning announcements?
You can choose to do it at our school.
But
Like,
aren't you in tech club?
no, I'm not in tech club, but at my school, they sometimes I'm the president at my school, so you know
Oh,
they
look at you.
Yeah, they
Nice.
have. Yeah, sometimes they email me.
So if you're the president, you should be able to like, hey, I'm dipping into the announcements today. Right?
Yeah, for sometimes I'll be
I'm
like
overriding whoever's there.
Yeah, so sometimes I come in there, I do my little announcements, but recently Sean's been going up there a good amount of time,
That's cool.
showing his face.
Because I don't have nothing to do.
So are we throwing in the slogans that we're working on yet? Like,
not yet.
Not
we
yet.
need
Maybe,
we need to test some material out at your next meeting.
Maybe at
next
Teen Drive Safe Teen Week, I think.
Yeah.
Oh
So we'll do
yeah,
that,
maybe
right?
we'll do
Next
it.
week,
conversation.
I'm definitely gonna do that next
Yeah,
year.
so-
I told Mr. Bear about that.
Yeah, so October, I'm glad you brought that up. So October 20th through the 26th is Safe Driving Week for teens, right? So let's just dive into that. So we've kind of been talking about it. So if you, let's say, had the morning announcement on Monday, what would be that first, stat or fact or even life lesson that you'd want to share?
I think I would bring in like the scary aspect first, to, like grab
like that attention grabber kind of.
So like that the statistics about the man or like teen was it teen boys? Yeah, teen boys.
Teen boys.
Like getting into a higher crash rate. So I think if I grab that, I'll grab the boys' attention. Then the boys will be like, "Oh man, girls are such great drivers." And then I'll throw something around like.
I mean, you could even throw out, like girls are way better driver guys. No. So no, I'm just saying like this is like maybe.
Because I'm not trying to put conflict in the school.
I'm saying let's talk this out, right? So you could say, or again, maybe like so right now, guys, like. Statistically, women are the better drivers right now. So, you know what? Let's do our best, do our part to change that around here in school. Yeah. And let's, collectively drive safe together, right? Yeah. And, see how that works, right? Because, kind of instill the fear or that attention grabber. Like, guys, we're not doing our part. Let's show the ladies, we do know how to drive safe. Is there any way that you guys could almost track that for a week of safe driving, or maybe do some fun hashtag SafeLIGHT or some promotions throughout the week?
I could definitely ask Mr. Bear maybe
sure.
Monday, or actually I think Tuesday, because that's when fourth period does it. So I can definitely ask him.
Test out some material and kind of do the hashtag SafeLIGHT, or hand out some T-shirts, or hand out some information about it.
I might wear my T-shirt actually.
Yeah, there you go.
On the announcements.
Or maybe have a pledge for the students. We
for
pledge to drive safe.
Yeah,
right.
That's a really good idea. And at our school they allow a lot of freedom with creativity, and he also adds to it. So we're most definitely, now that you brought that up, we're for sure gonna be doing some stuff. Maybe we'll even send in some of our announcements to you.
I would love that.
Yeah.
Promote it and, do our part to promote safe driving. So it's crazy that October is almost already halfway done. And
I know.
We're already into the Safe Driving Week. So how about yourself? Any things you want to share with the audience before we wrap up and with the Safe Week coming right up?
So Halloween is coming, and I know everybody loves to be out during Halloween weekend. Everybody loves to party. Everybody loves to do this, that, and the third. But remember to drive safe. Last year I saw so many accidents just based off of people just doing what they're not supposed to. And remember, you're not impacting only you. You're impacting your family, your friends, everybody.
Well said. Sean, how about yourself? What are some last minute thoughts you'd like to share with the audience before we wrap this up?
I don't think I really got nothing. Is it good? I don't got nothing right now. I'm blank. I'm blanking out right now.
All right, so before we wrap up, so with Teen Ambassador program a few months in, we've talked about kind of our goals. Is there anything that you're hoping to get out of it at the very end or as you're continuing to work through the program?
Another thing that out of public speaking, another thing that I'm looking to get out of this program is more of a advancing in driving, because this is actually my first year of having my license. So I'm an amateur, I'm a beginner. I'm not really that. Obviously I'm okay at driving, but I'm not at the point where I want to. So obviously I want some new facts, some new information to help me evolve as a driver.
Cool. Sean, any final thoughts for you on the program itself for SafeLIGHT?
Honestly, I think I just want to continue doing the program.
Keep doing the program.
It's a good program to get into, I would say.
Well, we're glad to have you on it.
Yeah.
So, well, we wish you nothing but the best. And again, I really appreciate both of you for taking time out of your weekend to come sit in on the episode and share with the pros and the tips and the tricks for being a safe driver. I know it's not the cool thing for students, but I feel like with your guys' help, we can maybe change that image, right? And make talking about the conversations of safe driving like something fun, because everyone's lives are important, and all it takes is a split second, and it's something that we can control from what you guys said. So, but again, I appreciate you taking time to be with us today. Just like to remind our audience, I know you guys think the slogan's a little too long. I always like to end on to remember to drive safe and drive right with SafeLIGHT, but maybe
hashtag SafeLIGHT.
Hashtag SafeLIGHT, right? So maybe we could shorten my slogan. We'll have to have a sidebar after the episode. And need you guys' help, all right? So, all right, well, thanks again for taking time and to be with us today.
I appreciate you having us.
Of course. All right, well, you all have a great
fun.
Awesome. Well, I appreciate it, and hopefully maybe we can have you guys back on another episode.
Yeah,
hopefully.
For sure.
Awesome. Well, thanks again. Everyone have a great rest of your weekend, and look forward to talking with you all more soon.
All right.